guys, welcome to my online classes. I'm Kristina Ivanova and we are studying Argentinian ZAMBA, the folklore dance of Argentina. Today is our class number 7 where we're going to be looking at the middle shared space. So far we have studied 2 base steps. We talked about pañuelo, the handkerchief, we talked about music, and we repeated 2 base steps using that wonderful structure where we have 2 bases, 2 homes of each partner and a middle point. So today we are going to look at what's happening here in the middle. If you need to refer to any of the classes that you have missed, you can find them underneath this video in the description box where there are listed all previous classes. And so, what's happening here in the middle? In the middle, as we said earlier, most of the dance is happening. We find each other, encuentro, we find each other in the middle, in the story is told here. The whole interaction between 2 people, 2 partners happening in this area. But obviously you have to somehow arrive to that point. So I'm going to be using already the structure, a little bit kind of revealing the structure of the dance. So first I will depart from my base, which is the white bird, and I will go 7 steps using step number 1. On the 8th count I will place my feet together and I will make 180 to my partner's home. From here, using base step number 2, which is the top step, I'm going to be arriving to the center using 4 counts. Using 4 counts, I will be arriving to the center. Okay? So let's try that without the music. I'm going for my base. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet together. Now I'm going on 4 using the base step number 2 to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm here. I have arrived to the center. That's how we make our way to the center. Okay? Then from in this center, I'm going to be going around the center using the step number 2, the step that I arrived with. In the center, we also divide in 2 halves, so there is the full circle, 360. From the point where you have arrived, you just mark it, and with your partner will be facing each other. I am limited with my space here a little bit, but it's not a problem. It doesn't have to be mathematically or correct. So the situation is that you need to relate to your partner, but the angles can change. So it doesn't have to, do not compromise the step to be in the right place. You are always at the right place. Just make the step correct, okay? And then with the partner, you will, believe me, you will be on the right spot. The most important is to face each other. So, in the middle ground, we also have a circle 360, which is divided on 180 and 180, 2 halves. Okay? And I'm going to be using 1 half, which will take me 4 counts, 4 steps going to my left side, and then 2 halves going to my right. So first of all, let's practice that. I have arrived here. Now I'm going to my left. Left meaning my left hand, my left shoulder, so I'm going this direction. For that we have to change our feet. So far we were departing with the right, tapping right foot behind. So now I have to tap my left foot behind. My left foot behind. Left behind. It's not going to be an issue. If you have not watched the previous classes, please go ahead and watch class number 2, where we have practiced that step. So class number 2 we have done the base step with the tap on both directions, left and right. You find all the information there. Please watch it, class number 3. So I'm using 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish, feet together, and I'm going now to my right, using my right foot behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, feet together. I will repeat it, so please pay attention. You are using the shared space. You are not coming to your homes anymore, okay? You are dancing around of the middle shape. So first you go to the left, meaning your left leg will tap behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, going to the right. 2, 3, 4. Your partner is going to be doing exactly the same. You will be going like that around each other. You don't need a partner to practice. Absolutely no. Each one needs to know what he is doing or she is doing individually, and then when you go to the event where folklore is danced, whoever can invite you and you will dance, but each of you know what you are doing actually, right? So let's do it to the music. Only the step around, only this one. It's called Arresto. In Argentine folklore, in Argentine ZAMBA, this movement is called Arresto. Now, attention, Arresto is not the step. The step is pique, pico, picar. To picar is something like that, the motion. So I'm tapping the floor, pique with my back foot. That is the step. But the movement we are doing around each other is called arresto, okay? And that is happening in the middle. Arresto is not happening on the bases, okay? And that's the most fascinating thing here. Then we use the pañuelos also. Okay, let's practice. Here's the music. So you are already arrived to the middle, and you start to your left. Three, 4, change, and to the right. 1, 3, 4, change, and again. Congratulations, you made it. Now I'm going to use the arrival point, how getting into the center, and then arresto. And following the structure, the very base structure of samba for beginners, I'm going to use a certain count. So I will depart from my base to my partner's base on 8 count. On the 8th, I will bring my right foot together, standing to my left. Then I will use 4 counts using a tap step to arrive to the center. Once I have arrived to the center, I'm going to be moving to my left. So my left foot will start tap step and I will be moving to the left, around, for 4 counts. Then I will be moving to my right for 4 counts. Okay? And then I will be moving again to my left for 4 counts. So let's practice that to the music. And I will guide you as we go. So you are at your place, and we go. 1, 2, 7, feet together, 8. And we start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together. I'm moving to the left. 1. In the center. 2. Change. Feet together. I'm moving to my left. Now I continue to move to arrive to my base. Stop here and we start again. Walking with the left leg. Walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm arriving to the center. 3, 4. I'm changing. I have arrived. I'm going to my left. 3, 4. I'm going to my right. I'm still in the center. 4. I'm not going to stop. I continue to move away from the center to my home. Once again, from my home, walking to arrive to my partner's home. I'm using the big step, tap, to arrive to the center on 4 counts. I changed without stopping myself. I start moving around the center to my left hand, to my left side, using 4 counts. Without stopping, I just place my foot and I start picking again, going to my right side. I'm so sorry. So sorry, playing from YouTube. So there is the advertisement. Well, so what had happened here? We were using the top step to arrive to the center, and then we were using the top step to go back to your base, but to go back to your home. Okay, so that is already a structure, dance structure of the samba that is going to be more or less the same. Then the improvisation, the style will come depending what music you use, with who you dance, but more or less that is the base structure, like a skeleton. It's always in samba, you will always have your homes, you will always have the middle spot where arresto happens, and arresto will take a lot of more time, so you just briefly spending time in your homes, but most of the time, I mean the dance time, you're going to be using moving in the center. So I need to skip I'm sorry, I have to play a little bit of the advertisement so it passes well. I'm really sorry, but you have to do that. Okay, I'm just going to make it silent. And because I want us to practice a little bit more. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to leave the link for this music in the description box under this video. Okay, so let's use again this structure and practice. Practice, that's all we need. This is the introduction part of the samba, where there is a freestyle. You actually prepare yourself, connect to the music, connect to your partner, and then go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just play and 2, 3. You have arrived to the center. You go to your left. You make your arresto simple, which means one side. Arresto to another, to your right. Using the same step, you are departing to your home. And let's repeat it again. And 1, 2, right into the center. 2, 3, 4. Going to your left. Going to your right. Using the same step, you go home. Very nice, you guys. So now we start to have a solid draw, solid picture of what's going on. And I'm going to remind you that samba is very easy on your steps. It has only 2 base steps like that. It has some embellishments, some decorations, but we don't need it. The main role is going to be in your pañuelo. So, very well done. Please go ahead and practice this step. In the next class, we're going to look further at the structure of the dance. Thank you so much for watching.